What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 5 Minute Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Luke Smith. Now, guys, can you guess what I am right now? If you said very excited, then you're correct, because I am very excited, as usual. Guys, this week I'm going to be talking about a movie that I've been looking forward to for about a year now. No joke. Now, a lot of people told me this movie couldn't be good. This movie's going to be ridiculous and stupid. And those people are correct, but I still loved it anyway. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat, the new reboot of the franchise. It's the first movie since Mortal Kombat Annihilation to be released theatrically, which, holy crap, that movie is a disaster, but it's still fun to watch sometimes when you want a good laugh. But this Mortal Kombat movie is much better than that. It's got a big budget. I think it's about $95 million budget. Also, it is rated R. Those first two Mortal Kombat movies were PG-13, which is about the dumbest decision they could have made, because have you played the games? Those are not PG-13 worthy games. So this movie is rated R, and it earns that R rating. If you wanted to see bloody, gory fights, and that's all you care about, which is kind of all I care about with this movie, you will be totally satisfied. I had a great time with this movie. Especially Kung Lao has this fatality in the movie that is just the coolest and bloodiest thing I've seen in a film in a while. It was really fun to watch. Really good theater experience, too. I heard some kids in the back laugh at the graphic murder, so I don't know if that should be concerning or not, but it was fun anyway. So, guys, like I said, this movie, it knows what it is. You know, it's not trying to be anything award-worthy, not trying to be anything spectacular story-wise, and it's not. The script is pretty lackluster. I will say the first opening 10 minutes, where you get some backstory on Scorpion and Sub-Zero, is actually pretty entertaining and was really well done, and I was like, this movie is going to be a lot better than I thought it was. And then it cuts back to modern day, and we meet our new protagonist, and it becomes what you thought it was going to be. Speaking of that new protagonist, that's probably my biggest flaw with the movie. So the central character in this film, his name's Cole Young. He's an MMA fighter. He's new to this movie. He's not a Mortal Kombat character. And basically, he is literally just there to be the audience vessel into the world of Mortal Kombat. And I'll be honest with you, I think that was a pretty horrible choice by the writers. Cole is a very, very boring protagonist. I barely remember anything about him other than what I said. He's an MMA fighter, and he has a wife and kid that he wants to protect. He wants to do the right thing, and that's literally his entire character. He is super boring. And once he finally unlocks his powers in the film, horrendously boring. I mean, it's like, he really doesn't contribute much to the film at all. Every fight scene of his, he gets his butt whooped. So it's kind of funny that they invested so much into his story, because he's really a boring character. I don't know why they didn't just use Johnny Cage, who in the past two movies was the audience surrogate character. And that would have been much better. Johnny Cage isn't even in the film. It teases him at the end, but he's not even in it. So that is probably going to upset some Mortal Kombat fans. Also, like I said, the story is nothing special. It's pretty lackluster, just kind of thrown together. They're like, okay, we want to make a movie with fight scenes, but a movie has to have a story to be a movie. So we'll just kind of throw the most generic, we need to save the earth from evil people storyline you could ever think of in a movie. I mean, it's pretty shoddy work. I will say, though, that the actual portrayal of these characters, the Mortal Kombat characters, are very accurate to the games. And if you're a fan of the games, which I am, then you will probably be satisfied. Sub-Zero in particular is fantastic in the movie. He's exactly what I want Sub-Zero to be in a live-action Mortal Kombat movie. He's honestly pretty frightening at times, and I think that was really, really well done. Sub-Zero is definitely a highlight of the film. Kano is also really fantastic, hilarious. He's a total D-bag, but I kind of love him for that. The actor who plays him, Josh Lawson, who I'd never seen in anything before, kind of steals every scene he's in, and it's honestly pretty fantastic. So, like I said, guys, this might be a little bit shorter of a review. Not exactly sure where the time cap's at, but there's really not a ton to say. If you want to see a bunch of bloody Mortal Kombat fight scenes and don't really care about story or a cohesive narrative or interesting character development, then you're going to get what you signed up for. And I was pretty satisfied by the film. Sure, it's not perfect, has a ton of flaws, but I highly recommend it because it's a blast. So I'm going to give Mortal Kombat a 7 out of 10. Guys, thank you as always for watching. Sorry for the lack of output of 5-minute movie reviews lately. We are working to remedy that. We're going to have a bunch of new reviews out to you all very soon, so stay tuned for that, as well as new Cinebros podcast episodes. Guys, thank you as always so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye.